have boobs. God made my ballsack too big, so he had to put it on my chest. You know what? Yeah, you just gotta get it removed. Like, oh my God, is that what bottom surgery is? Is you just wait? Then I don't get much. Well, no, it's fine. All my men out there, I hope you enjoy your new big balls whenever you get bottom surgery and they just move or to be had from the top to the bottom. So yeah, it's just. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because you don't have enough down below. Top surgery for trans women is basically just adding new. Okay. Now I get it. Anyways, listen, I gotta do a little silly every once in a while, okay? It's just in my little nature to be a little improv, okay? If I can't do some improv, then what fun is this? Hey there, kids. And it's time for a new trans meme video. So I hope you all are really excited to watch this video. I really do. Oh my God, in all honesty, the one thing I have to really say is I appreciate you all. No, seriously, I honestly do. The past few weeks that I have been doing recordings of videos and everything, every time I go back and read the comments, you all really do leave a smile on my face, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you for just being you. All right, memes? Memes. Trans rights are human rights. Yes, L. As a Yankee fan, I guess you know a lot about L's this year. I mean, I don't like the Yankees, but ooh, that is a burr. Could somebody call an ambulance really fast? I just witnessed a murder. Well, I don't really care for the game all that much. W. I'll take this. We need more of this. We need more companies being sassy like this. This is just chef's kiss amazing. Finding a partner is hard. I have to find a man that both likes men and accepts me as one too. Wouldn't it be easier to stay a girl and find a straight? No! We would both be disappointed and miserable. Oh my God. It's so frustrating whenever you're trying to find somebody, because this is like the issue that I have, especially like just trying to find people who not only understand that I'm a trans woman, but that I'm also asexual, and I really don't like there's a boundary of no adult fun time, period. Not even just because I'm ace, but it's just that's a boundary for my wife and I. Like that's just a nope. I'm mostly here to go on dates and just be able to go on cute little outings and everything. It's just so frustrating because a lot of like the dating places are like hookup culture, and especially like in my area, and it's just that, or the people who are potentially like really cool and maybe like I'd be like, oh yeah, we can get along, are also like far away. And I understand it's like, oh, but Kat, you're a lesbian. A distance means I was like, no, fam, I really just want to get out of the house. Like that's like the main thing. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to get out of the house, I would, there are some people who I would be asking out. But yeah. Just finding somebody who accepts you for being not only your gender, but is also okay with the fact that you're trans is extremely difficult from time to time. And it just ends up being a thing of like, either you end up just being T for T, or you honestly solely date bisexual people. It's just TBH. Oh my God. I lucked out that my wife is bi and was just like, that's the other thing too. Like whenever I first came out, everybody wasn't asking me like how things would change, like for my clothing or my appearance or my likes or my sexuality. No, they asked my wife, so are you two gonna break up? Because we really like you. Are you two gonna break up? And my wife is just like, no, I'm bi. I like both men and women and everything in between and outside. Like, no. And I'm glad that the people around me accepted me for being a woman. But at the same time, asking my wife about my transition? And listen, bi people are not also perfect, okay? There's still transphobia in the queer community, and it is everywhere. Your pronouns are she, her, but you sound like a he, him. Why? Does it really even matter? I know, like, to me, I always say that a lot of people are able to block who I am based off of my voice because they hear this deep low voice. But at the same time, like, a lot of people also tell me like they don't see my voice as being masked. They see it as being like androgynous. And it's just one of the things that like, in all honesty, a lot of people are really bad at being able to tell the difference between voices. And I say this because I remember whenever I was in middle school and I was going through choir practice and training and everything, one of the things that we had to do was we had to go through and be like, oh yeah, this is a man, this is a woman, this is a child, this is a like boy, this is a girl. And I could never know the difference between a boy and a woman or a girl. Like that was not at all obvious. And like, even with sometimes with men, I would get it wrong too, because it's just like when you're a tenor, you know, you can do some like really high pitches and notes and everything. And it's so what I'm basically just saying is a lot of people don't like understand pitches and sounds and everything. And they don't understand that when it comes to voices for like, you know, male and female, it's two curves that have a lot of overlap. And if you like that overlap is androgyny. That's just what it is. It's just androgyny. And it's kind of the thing. It's just like there is no defined what is actually a man's voice and a woman's voice. It's just what we perceive to be that based off of what we've known around us, because that is what society has taught us. So don't get disheartened, especially if you're doing voice training. Voice training is a marathon. It's going to take a while and you have to keep with it. The more you do it and the more you keep with it, the better it'll sound and the better you'll feel. I know, well, okay, I've done a little bit. Like I've done resonance, but that's about all I wanted to do, and I really love what my voice can do and be sometimes. So keep being you and keep doing the things that you enjoy. Also, don't listen to those people. Most of them just want to watch you suffer anyways. Gender, male, female, non-binary. Sometimes it's better to stay safe than it is to be true to yourself. And especially with here in the United States, I understand and I agree, and it pains me to have to see all of my siblings having to do stuff like this, because quite frankly, and in all honesty, you should be able to identify however you want to identify. And I also think, in all honesty, there shouldn't just be little check boxes here that say male, female, non-binary. I think it should just be a box that you fill out with saying that, you know, agender, gender fluid, bi-gender, whatever it may be. Like there, you should be able to just fill that in and not have to like worry about it. But at the same time, like I don't know, a part of me just feels like gender is so pointless and there's not really a need for us to have to do it. But at the same time, I also recognize that a lot of people, especially people who are women and non-binary, suffer so much at the hands of the current system, and it's disgusting. And I wish that wasn't the case, and I hope that we can work towards a future where that's not a case. Like where I hope we can work to a future where people who are non-binary can feel comfortable with being able to select non-binary. And this is very state dependent too. Like I know like here in the state that I'm in Massachusetts, it's so much better, and you are able to like, you don't have to worry about what gender you pick. Yes, there are some old people here who will misgender you all the time. Oh my God. But back whenever I was in Missouri, like, because I pass in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I don't pass in a lot of ways. I would really just sit there and if I had to renew my license, I would have gotten an M. I would not have even thought about putting the F on my license because I just didn't want to fight the system, and I didn't want to have to like deal with the potential possibility of feeling discomfort or of my life being a threat at the hands of a cop. So, or, you know, in the case of Kansas, having my license stripped of me. So it's just, there's a lot of things in this world that are so fucked up, and a lot of it's being blamed on the wrong group of people. I mean, it's the billionaires. Like the billionaires are the problem, right? Let's be very clear here. It's the billionaires. It's the top 1% of people. So let's not like beat around the bush here. It's billions. All right. Person. He. Me. She. Person. Condescendingly. Well, on your birth certificate. Me. Yeah. It also says 7 pounds, 12 ounces, and a lot has changed since then. Yeah, I'm no longer a baby, all right? I've changed a lot in my weight. My attitude has changed. I've learned a lot as a person. So much has changed, all right? Do you look at a chair and go, tree? No, because you understood that the tree, you understand that the tree went through a lot of changes to become a chair. So I do love those memes of like, transphobe looks at a butterfly, caterpillar. And it's just like, you don't understand anything about, okay. Anyways, moving on. Biological advantage? Womp 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 womp. Sir, I haven't won a single game of baseball in my entire life. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you had known how well Charlie was at playing football, you would know that she would not be any better at playing baseball. I'm sorry. That girl probably has thrown nothing but balls her entire life and has not thrown a single strike. Like, it's I'm surprised she's even a pitcher. Like, girl, what the come on. All right. No, actually, in all reality, a lot of like the trans fear in sports is just so overblown because one, there's like, what was it, like less than 10 trans women in the NCAA here in the United States. And even then, like the most famous case of a trans woman like getting a placement was she tied for 5th with a transphobe. She didn't win. The studies have already shown that trans women after 3 years of HRT, which is, by the way, how long they have to wait before they can compete in any sports, have the same body composition as women. Yes, there might be leaner bodies and might have bigger lung capacities, but none of that stuff actually translates to a biological advantage whenever it comes to, like, I know they go, oh, but swimming. It's like, have you been to a swimming competition? There are co-ed swimming teams who do co-ed competitions, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, some of the women are outperforming the men. Oh my god, this is like the same thing, especially with like tennis, when everyone thought that they could take on the Williams sisters, and the Williams sisters decimated the men. Like, women are far more athletic than men, just period. Sure, you could say men are stronger, but women are far more athletic whenever it comes to just the body in general. And it's so dumb. It's almost like these people really have never cared about women's sports in the first place, and they're just trying to find an issue to like make up. And they're just going to argue this because no one is going to oppose this because no one's cared before or is able to care because they aren't there. Just like the pro-lifers. If you don't know about the whole pro-life situation, they literally advocate for babies because babies can't speak for themselves. Yep, they advocate for saving unborn children because unborn children cannot advocate for themselves. Because otherwise, when you really think about it, you realize they're advocating for threatening the life of the mother and the child, and also potentially having people be incubators. You know, kind of like what happened in Georgia. Kind of like that. If you think that's just going to stop with women of color, no, that's going to happen to all women. All right? Maybe you should pay attention more to what's happening to people of color and realize some of that is going to be coming your way. Maybe you should start caring more about what's happening to people of color because they are also people and we have forgotten them for so long and we have never cared about them. And they know that to be the truth. They do. And if that makes you uncomfortable, check your fucking privilege. Seriously, check your privilege. This deer, I can't remember their name at all. Oh, hey Sadie, I'm trans now. I go by Peanut, not now. Yes. Oh, nice. Oh my god, listen, as somebody who is also extremely terrible with names, and the only way I got by with work was having name badges around or always having to have teams up so I could be like, right, you. God, it helps so much. So I remember faces so much better. Terrible at names. And that just probably comes from the fact that I worked retail for 10 years. Anyways, it's, that's gotta be such a nice feeling, like, oh, I forgot this person's, oh, thank God. So we didn't have to have that awkward conversation of, yeah, I know. Wait, what's your name again? A good feeling. Yeah. Men can never survive periods. What about trans men? No, she's right. Tell my wife I love her. You don't have a wife. Dies. One of the things that I'm very happy that my MTF has not given me is period cramps, because that's still a thing. And I gotta say, whenever I have like stomach cramps from having some kind of stomach bug, that hurts so much. And I asked my wife, I was like, is this the same to period cramps? And she was just like, well, yeah, but lower. I was just like, and that could be worse too. I know some period cramps can hurt far more than this. So, yeah, listen, it's just so many people. Those are painful. So hey, one, carry tampons with you. And two, if your friend or partner is going through their period, if it's that time of the month for them, maybe be a little kinder to them than usual. Just see if they need anything. Just help them out. All right. The world would be such a nicer place if we helped people out who had periods regardless of their gender. So yeah, just be a friend and help people out, okay? Yeah. You need to ask that trans girl who seems like she might be into you out on a date. You can't expect her to make the first move within a world that treats declarations of love by trans women so poorly. Oh my God. Yeah. Maybe this is just me. I'm really bad at picking up on when somebody really likes me and they want to go out with me, because I have a lot of stories about how women have asked me out and it just went over my head. I think chat is pained by the most of a girl literally asking me if I want her number, and I just said, no, have a good one. Walked away, and then realized my mistake whenever I got outside of the establishment that I was in. I was just like, fuck, wait, no, she was actually, So just be a little direct. Just and this is just dating in general. Just, yes, shoot your shot, ask the question of hey, I'm really into you more than just friends. And if the person says no, that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes being friends with people is far more important than dating them. I say this as somebody who's also been interested in a friend of mine, and we've been on and off on who was interested in the other one, and we both decided it was better for us to be friends. And in all honesty, she's one of my best friends. It's okay. And who knows, maybe in time, that person might come back around and be like, you know what? Actually, and I say this because that was me with my wife. I came back around. I was like, actually, hey, you know what? There's a lot, okay? There's a lot to relationships. They can be complicated. They could be messy. And the thing is just respect the other person's boundaries. That goes so much further than you'll expect. And even if you stay as friends, it's okay. Because you know what? At least they're still your friend. And that's also really important. I say this as I recently came out as gray A's. I don't know. I'm also polyamorous, and I don't know. Whenever I'm looking for partners, it's just I gotta be really careful, because dating is crazy. Oh, let's see what we have here. Hope it's a DIY. Oh, it's a princess dress. Oh, such a shame. It's not a DIY, but it is what it is. Guess I have to keep it sometime later. Hello, player. You look absolutely stunning in your princess dress. I feel called out by this. I 100% feel called out by this, because I literally started my New Horizons save and I was very looking like a guy, and then I quickly didn't, thanks to a lot of things. I had the inclusion flag. You know what? I think our flag should be the inclusion flag, because it should be very well known if anybody comes to my island who is okay to be here. And I was already dressed as a woman when I was doing that, and it was just, yeah, I should have seen all the signs beforehand, but it's okay. Figured it out. So, whatever it may be that gets you through to figure out your gender works. All right, for me, it was video games for sure, and that one concert. But for those of you who don't know, my egg finally broke whenever I went to a In This Moment concert. Yup, it was, I can never get over hearing Blood live. That was a gay awakening. Well, it was a good life. What a peaceful soul. She's with God now. Mr. Yahweh, my bro Lordeth. Hello. I'd like to talk about that penis you gave me. Yeah, I have some words for Apollo as well. I mean, dude, why did you think it was funny to put people in the wrong bodies? And I bet there are a bunch of other gods a lot of people would like to have a conversation with. Why did you do that? Why? Don't give me this whole, but I give my best soldiers the toughest. No, get out of here. You're just a sadist. Get out. Disgusting. No. You basically put me through hell. You put us through hell. Nothing of value would be lost. I see that sentiment sometimes, that if a transphobic place could just be deleted, we would be better off for it. Often I see it about Florida, my first home, and it hurts every time, because I know it's not true. Trans and non-binary people who are doing their best to survive a hostile government call Florida home. Kids dreaming of who they'll grow up to be, adults desperate to see tomorrow, generations who hoped and loved, they all called Florida home. When I remember Florida, I remember watching the stars and marveling at how beautiful the world could be. It can be easy to look at a transphobic government and wonder why anyone would care for such a place. But of course, people care about their home. We're only human. Do you really think nothing would be lost? I say this as somebody who comes from the state of Missouri. Listen, am I happy that I left the state of Missouri? Yes. Am I wishing that there could be, a lot of what's going on in Missouri could just disappear? Yeah, I do. But at the same time, there's a lot of things about Missouri that I call home. And, if I were still there, I would still be fighting for all my fellow Missourian siblings out there who I know who are suffering. And I know you all are doing an amazing job in fighting this stuff. It's just unfortunate that the government has basically made it impossible for a lot of people to have their voices heard. And that's kind of just the thing is sometimes, yes, you have to leave a place to get out for your own safety. But other times, people are going to stand their ground and fight. And the other thing too, especially with states like Florida, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, all these red states, especially these red states that might have huge populations of poverty, they're designed that way to keep their people there so that way they can't leave the state. They're because it's expensive to move, and telling people to just move out of that state is a privilege. Do you know how expensive it is to move? It costed me and my wife to move halfway across the country $4,000. $4,000, and that was to get the truck that we needed to get it all loaded up, and then that includes staying at hotels, eating, gas, everything. It was a roughly $4,000. $4,000. That's a lot of money, and you're going to tell somebody to just up and move, and you're like, well, but Kat, they don't need anything. They just need, maybe some clothes and some toiletries and everything. With what car? Are they going to have a car? Because cars are expensive, and it's so difficult to get out of these places. And so sometimes people just see that it's better to stand their ground and fight. And I know so many people who stay in their state that I know a lot of us are like, well, I would never go there. And they fight. They fight for better times and to be able to be themselves. It's really hard to get out of these states sometimes. And again, cars are expensive. Not everyone has a car. Some people have to go through public transit just to be able to get from point A to point B. So to check your privilege and understand that not everyone is able to get out or able to leave, and it is better to fight for your home because there's a lot of things that could be tied to it, whether it be your favorite places to have gone for food or places that you went on dates or places that your family spent time at. I know that there are a lot of things that a lot of people cherish and they love about the places that they are, and some of us might think, that's just a god-awful place, but that's a home for somebody. That's their home, and if they want to fight for their home, we should help them. We shouldn't just push them to the side and be like, whatever, you're gonna lose anyway. No, that's defeatist mentality, and you have already set up for you to lose as well. If you keep just moving on to the next place, you're just giving up all the time. And you're just letting these governments and fascism to quite literally constantly spread and take hold in various places. You can't just keep running away. You're going to have to, at some point in time, 10 toes down, make a stand at some point. And these people are already doing so. Understand that, try to help them, and do what you can to help them. Yes, I'm trans. No. I can't be transgender. This has to be a mistake, but why do I feel great at the same time? I have a sense of progress and optimism. It all makes sense now. I am proud of who I am. I'm probably just some dumb, stupid, lost, confused, autistic piece of shit. I probably shouldn't get my hopes up. Why can't I be normal for once? At least I know the community means no harm. Hey. You're trans. I'll just go ahead and say it. You're trans. If you find excitement in finally being able to change your gender and being a completely different gender, you are trans. Now then, you don't have to accept the label if you don't want to, because, labels are kind of pointless and you kind of wish we didn't have to use them. But at the same time, if it helps describe who you are, perfect. But you are trans, and that's okay. You're not taking up anybody's space. You are not getting in anybody's way. You are trans, and that is beautiful. That is wonderful. That is amazing. It's okay. whenever you're finally ready to accept it and to be able to proudly shout it out and show the world that you are trans, we're all here for you. All right. You don't need to make that decision now. I understand for some people, they might need to take a little bit of time, figure out who they are, and maybe come to the conclusion that they are trans. But for those of you who say that you are, but no, you're not, but yes, you might be, but no, you're not, you are. Okay. And again, as I've always have said, if you have figured out that later on down the road that being trans is not for you, then that's okay too. You tried, you learned, you experienced, and now you know. And I think that's wonderful. I've been working on getting it into our schools since 2023. I'm finally done with my portfolio and I've been applying. It feels so freeing, but this is a problem. It isn't that school is bad. I know it's accepting. I want to leave where I am, to show up like this. But what if they find out? That is what scares me. Safety, freedom. For now, I choose safety. But when I am there, I will be free. I want to further put this out there. Just sometimes it's better to just play it safe. And, whenever you're able to be free, do it. Do whatever it is that you want to do and be the person who you want to be. Be yourself. If you need to play it safe, you need to not be yourself for a bit, I understand. Again, in the conversation that I had with Niara, and I don't know when that video, I hope that video comes out before this one, but we talked about how a lot of parents will hold over stuff like money, housing, transportation, food over their kids to force them to be what they want them to be rather than allowing for their kid to be the person who they are. And I will never blame somebody for choosing the safety so they can keep a roof over their head, so they can keep eating food, so they can keep being able to afford the ability to have insurance and everything to be able to make it to a better day. Does it suck? Yes. And I really wish that they didn't have to do that. I also understand why so many people do have to do that. And I will never fault them and I will never blame them and I will be mad for them. So it's frustrating and I know it can be so hard for so many people. And I just want you to know you have so many people behind you who are going to be supporting you all the way through. Gonna keep you safe, gotta make sure that you can be yourself whenever you want to be. And in all honesty, when you're able to finally move away from that family and find your actual true family, you'll be loved and supported for the person that you are. Okay? So do what you need to do. We'll always be here for you. And I look forward to the day when you can truly be free. Because again, none of us are free until we're all free. All of us. All right. And that's the end of the video. And I just thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I do greatly appreciate it. And trust me, every time I say this, I really do mean it. When I give a huge shout out to all of my patrons, my YouTube members, and my Twitch subscribers, every single last one of you, even those of you who cannot afford any of that stuff, mean a lot to me. Simply just by watching this video all the way through, even through the ads and going through the ads over on stream, I greatly appreciate it because it does help a ton. And you all are just absolutely wonderful and amazing. And I greatly appreciate that. Love you all. So thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for enjoying these videos and leaving comments and subscribing, which if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, also please leave a comment. It does help the channel out a whole lot if you leave a comment. And I'll see you back next week for some more trans meme videos. I also want to go ahead and drum up a little bit of hype and say that there are some really good collabs coming up. I got some big plans. So I'm not going to say who, but I'm very much looking forward to sharing future videos with some really cool people. So have a lovely rest of your week, everybody, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Not a puppy girl? Were you flustered?
Was it Grouch was the one who said, if you get flustered by cats saying, all right, puppy girl, I'll go get the leash. You're a bottom.
That describes half of your chat.
No, I know. I'm very aware.